Once upon a time, in a lush green valley surrounded by towering mountains, lived a sly fox named Felix. Felix was known far and wide for his brilliant schemes and quick thinking. However, he was also known for his love of mischief, especially when it came to outsmarting the grumpy old farmer, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson was a strict man who guarded his farm with an iron fist. He had chickens, ducks, and geese all living happily in their coops. Felix's mouth watered every time he thought about those juicy birds. One bright morning, Felix woke up with a gleam in his eye. "Today is the day," he declared, "that I will taste the delicious chickens from Mr. Thompson's farm." Knowing how tough and watchful Mr. Thompson was, Felix knew he had to be extra clever. Felix decided to scout the farm first. He sneaked through the tall grass, his ears perked and his nose twitching as he carefully observed the farm's layout. He noticed the sturdy, locked gate and the watchful guard dog named Max. Felix knew brute force wouldn't work, he needed a plan that relied on his cunning. As evening fell, he overheard Mr. Thompson talking to his wife about going to the market the next morning. Felix's sharp mind began to race. If Mr. Thompson is at the market, the farm will be less guarded, he thought. But Max the dog would still be there. Felix devised a clever trick. Bright and early the next day, Mr. Thompson left for the market. Felix sprung into action. He gathered some juicy berries and a few tasty-looking mushrooms from the forest. He then made his way to the farm and, from a safe distance, tossed the berries and mushrooms over the fence. Max sniffed the air and, enticed by the delicious scent, trotted over to investigate. The moment Max started munching on the treats, Felix hurried to the chicken coop. Using a small twig, he managed to unlock the coop door. Just as he was about to grab a chicken, he heard a sudden noise. To his surprise and alarm, Mrs. Thompson had stayed behind. She spotted Felix and shouted, "Shoo, you sneaky fox!" Startled, Felix grabbed a chicken and dashed away as fast as his legs could carry him. With Mrs. Thompson hot on his heels, Felix zigzagged through the fields and darted into the forest. Mrs. Thompson stopped at the edge, shaking her fist and yelling, "You won't get away so easily next time." Felix, now safely in his den with his prize, chuckled to himself. "That was closer than I thought," he mused, taking a bite of the juicy chicken. But a fox always finds a way. And from that day on, Felix's legend as the cleverest fox in the valley grew even more remarkable. Mr. Thompson installed better locks and kept a closer watch, but everyone knew that wherever there was a challenge, Felix would be ready with another clever trick.